Annyeonghaseyo, Annyeonghaseyo. Hello, my name is Samia Mounts, and I was married to an Air Force officer, and we came to Korea in 1989. We stayed for 3 years, went to California, and then came back. He was the SOFA director at that time, and I was lucky enough to get a job at the high school. So I was teaching in the high school anatomy and physiology and biology. And the interesting thing is my kids were in my class, so it was a little bit challenging. And we stayed here till about 2015. So I really got to know Korea and the base and a lot of people that lived here. And I've made a lot of Korean friends and who are still my friends now. So as a anatomy and physiology teacher and biology teacher, I was teaching military kids and Department of Defense children. And then I went to the middle school as an assistant principal for about 7 years. And that was very interesting, working with middle school children. And after that, I went to the elementary school, and I was there for about 8 years. And it was really quite an experience because I was working at all 3 levels. And we had children, again, from all over the military and Department of Defense workers. So, and then I left here in 2015. I retired out of my job, and now I'm living in Arizona. So it was a wonderful experience to live here, and I got to learn all about the alliances and how many countries were involved in the Korean War in 1950. So, and another thing that was really interesting, my kids grew up here, so they consider this place their hometown. In fact, they have Facebook, and they show Korea is my hometown. Korea is my hometown too, because I think I know Korea better than I know Arizona. In fact, I still use a GPS in Arizona. So I come pretty much every year here because I have so many attachments to Korea. So it's been quite an experience to live here. And I personally love the Korean people because they've been so generous to me. And I also wrote 4.5 years of food columns here in the Korea Herald. So I got to do all kinds of recipes with stories. So I really enjoyed it. I also was involved with the Korea Image Institute, also the Shendi Rotisserie, because I love to do recipes. So my life here was so full of culture, so full of exciting things to do. And we lived in Germany for 3 years, so it wasn't a long time, but we lived in Korea for over 21 years. What made it so special, I got to know the Korean people. I got to be part of the Korean culture. There are people that think I'm Korean. It's like, really? So yeah, we lived in many places as an Air Force family. I also learned, living in Korea, the differences in all these superstitious ideas. You know, like the 4th floor in Korea is not allowed because it's superstition. And in the United States, it's the 13th floor. And I'm saying, okay, all this superstitious ideas really don't mean anything except to that particular culture. So it makes you more open-minded, makes you more appreciate other cultures and other lifestyles. So it makes you more progressive. It really does. And the people I worked with come from all over the United States, which makes it even a more special connection. And my friends are all over the world, from Spain to Italy, to Korea, to Germany, to Switzerland. You know, it's like, wow. And to France, and I have a friend in Dubai, so my life has been enriched living in Korea. I would never have had the opportunity to do all the things I do if I didn't live in Korea. We had students from all over the United States. We had Korean American students. We had some also students from Sweden and Switzerland. Sweden, Switzerland, Poland, they were part of the neutral nations. And so their students came to our school, which was very special to us too. So it was mixed, mostly Americans and Korean Americans. And our Korean American students were so hardworking because the parents, Korean parents want their children to learn, which they do. I lived off post, so I connected with people off post, and I joined certain organizations here, like the Korea Image Institute and Shendu Rotisserie. So that was, for me, that was enriching my life. Some of the wives spend a lot of time on the post. They were involved in the Chosen gift shop, which closed, unfortunately, and they were involved in the thrift store. So they were busy doing all kinds of things on the post. It was a huge post. So life, to me, that was the best part of my life, to live in Korea. It really was. When I come and visit, I see all my Korean friends. I do. One thing I can say about myself is my communication skills are strong. I always keep in touch. Even if I say hello, even I say Merry Christmas or Happy Holidays. So, yeah.